first time on our show, and we're happy to have a new face. Now I'm gonna try not to trip in this cord. He's a musician as well. You can see him tomorrow at Farmers Market and every Saturday night at Georgetown Pub. We're happy to have him here to tell us some jokes. His name is, let's give it up for Aldine Husick.
Thank you so much. Hooah! That's the Pacino, right? In the movie Scent of a Woman, was it? You know, that's how he kind of gets his kudos. Hooah! It works, right? I was going to talk about my new manifesto, you know, that I came up with during my difficult time in my life. And the first item was the legalization of sex work. But I'll skip that, right? And then I was going to talk about balloons, because May 25th was the day of youth in former Yugoslavia, and we celebrated by throwing balloons up in the air. But then I decided not to talk about that. So I will talk about my favorite subject. What do you think my favorite subject is? Can anybody care to guess? Wrestling. All night long, baby. Wrestling, good guess. Anybody else? Soviet Union. My second favorite after wrestling, right?
Football.
Football, music, yes. Which is funny, my last name is Husick, you know? And I play music, amazing. Music, no, well, close enough. My favorite subject is me. I have a healthy dose of narcissism. You gotta have that, you know, to be a comedian, to be a musician, or whatever it is that we're doing here, right? So, I will talk a little bit about trying to change myself. I turned 50 on May 11th. And I looked at my wardrobe, everything was black or blue. A rock and roll musician, right? So I was like, fuck this, man. Let's change things up. How do I start? I will start with the shoes. I was like, we'll start with the craziest shoes ever. I call these the banana shoes. And they're slippery too, right? So, care to guess how much I paid for these shoes, ladies and gentlemen? Table one? $20. Table two? $140. 179. And you guys, do we have 300 over there? 250. $1. Only in Russia. And Romania it's cheaper. But you get impaled for it. No, I actually paid $100. They were $150. I went in and tried them, like, for $150 plus they look weird, you know, no. So the next week I go back to Avalon Mall to my favorite store, which is Skechers, right? And I tried them on, and they were on sale for $100. I bought them immediately because that weekend I was performing for Mom's Market. So I was standing for 4 hours playing music. And believe me, when you're standing for 4 hours just playing music, you need something comfortable. And I was like, banana shoes. So, obviously now you can see that shopping is one of my favorite things to do. Yay! While living in South Korea, where I was a professor of marketing for 10 years, I used to go shopping with my family at this store called E-Mart. It wasn't like He-Mart or She-Mart, so it was just E-Mart. And their slogan was, shopping is relaxing. The best thing ever, you know. Another side story, we were waiting for a subway one day, and everything was, you know, in Korean language, this bus is coming, blah, blah, the subway is coming, and suddenly, this thing in English flashes. bicycle means happiness. So I tell my, I was like, what the fuck? I tell Nick, did you see this shit? Like, what, bicycle means, like, what the hell, man? Like, are you still drunk from last flight? No, like, really, like, okay, but why would it say that at the subway station and in English? It did though. We saw it later. Back to the story about my clothing, right? So I have now banana shoes. And I need new pants. So, where did I get my pants, ladies and gentlemen? The Gap? You had me at the Gap. No. Wieners? No wieners. What else? Urban. America. Fuck yeah. It's just a saying, like, although I do have family members living in America. American people are great, the politics sucks. Sucks, definitely. So yeah, my kids and I were having Mary Browns every Monday. I'm a single father, I have 2 teenage kids, so feeding them is an adventure. I smell like lentil stew. And we decided to kind of move away a little bit more towards, like, so 2 days ago we had black-eyed peas stew. Now we made lentil stew. It's like, wow, amazing. I'm so proud of myself. Now I do smell badly, but I look good though. Thank you. So we were having Mary Browns on a Monday, and I was like, I really need pants to go with my banana shoes. And something just told me, Urban Planet. I never went to that fucking store. I have no idea why would anybody go to that store, in my age, my group, whatever. So nevertheless, I decided to go there at 8:55. I was that guy. So this poor lady is like, come on, old guy, get the hell out of here. No, she was really kind. She was really cool. So I went in, I tried these on. So they had them in dark green and yellowish. And I was like, it's 1 minute to 9. Which one do I go for, green or yellowish? So I decided to go for these. And the price was, table one? $13.99. Good choice.
$19.99.
$19.99. I like that. $49.99. $12.99. It was $25. So right now we are at what? $125. Moving on. Check out this t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Representing, right? I bought this at the only sex shop at the Avalon Mall. There's actually a sex shop at the Avalon Mall. Seriously. I take my kids in and it's like, oh, let's look at some dildos and then look at some Nirvana t-shirts. It's like, it's the craziest store ever, seriously. But anyways, you can get all your party supplies, including your t-shirts. Last year, I was playing a show at Bridie Malloy's. I played there every Thursday night. And it was a Halloween show, so I needed a costume. And since my partner and myself, my ex-partner, had a lot of these like role-playing games, we ended up having a few wigs. One of them was blonde, right? And the moment I put it on, I looked at like Kurt Cobain that actually survived. So I decided to challenge the reality. Everything's a lie. Kurt Cobain survived. So did Elvis Presley, apparently. He's now in Paraguay. What do you pronounce Paraguay? I don't know. But anyways, next, I really looked like overweight Kurt Cobain that actually survived with that like blonde wig with a Nirvana t-shirt, and I was playing, It was awesome, it was great. So I needed this t-shirt, so I went to the store to buy a t-shirt, and that's where I got it. And the price was, let's start over there. $30. You're really good, this lady. Shopping is relaxing, definitely. $35, getting closer. Ladies, $40. $40 for bloody Nirvana t-shirts. I know. I know, and 25 for the bloody pants, and you have 2 legs. I mean, seriously, like, I mean. So anyway, so what are we at? 125, 140, 165. 165. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with my shirt. So this shirt, courtesy of which store?
American Eagle.
Old Navy.
Thank you so much. You had me at Bald Eagle. Two bad jokes. I'm allowed 3. That's how the story goes.
Old
So-
Navy.
my brother from another sister. Yes, Old Navy. That's my favorite store. That's my favorite store. Seriously. A side story, I went to buy a jean jacket. I got a minute. I went to buy a jean jacket and I returned it, and then I went next time and stole it. Which is why I like that store. This thing I did not steal. I went in to try because I saw my coworker. I work as a student assistant at one of the elementary schools. And so one of my coworkers had a jean shirt. And I was like, this is it. This is gonna like be the piece de resistance, right? To kind of to tie it all thing together, right? So I went in, but they only had XL sizes. So I asked them like, is there any way that you could check in the back? Maybe you have a double XL, and maybe I could go in with you and we can look for it together. She said like, yeah, I'll go in by myself. I tried. I should have worn my wig maybe. Anyways, she said like, no, we don't have it, but we can order it for you. And it'll be delivered to your door, and you will get the discount. It's all fine and dandy, right? American, fuck yeah. I love it. This is awesome. This is awesome. So anyways, I put in my information and everything, blah, blah, blah. And then what happens, it was in the wrong computer. So we had to put my information again in a new computer, and the shirt was delivered. I live at 24 Street. But the bloody driver did not deliver it at my door address. So I was at number 24. Which number house did he leave it in?
42.
42? Good guess. 12? Good guess. 38? Good guess. Well, everybody's an even number, yes. So at least it was the right side of the road, right?
32.
2, no. It was 46. It doesn't even make fucking sense, because 2 and 4, plus it was inputted in the computer, like there's no mistake. We're like, fuck this.
They're from Grand Falls.
Dragonfly. Anyway, so I called kind of to like whatever to complain, and they sent me a picture. We delivered it. Look at the picture. We took a picture. It's a wrong fucking house. So I went over there and knocked at my neighbor's door, and I'll tell you that story at a different event. Thank you so much. You've been awesome. My name is LD. I love you all. Thank you for having me. Cheers. Oh, by the way, the grand total was 40, 80, 25, 115, $215. I'm an expensive man.
An expensive man with expensive taste, everyone. LD Music. Who wants